G'day, have I got a story for you? Check the disclaimer. Shortbread greens today. Season 1, Episode 15. More coffee. Previously, Dr. Ivan puts his arm around Linda. She sighs and rests her head on his shoulder. He whispers to her,
"I love you."
Through her quiet sobs, she whispers back, "I love you too." Continues. I hear Ambrielle talking to them in their thoughts.
Please listen. Everything is going to be okay. Just give us a minute so we can help. Everything will be fine.
I scan the surface at Ambrielle's request. How is she so calm? We see the elevator would have eventually reached the surface at the end of a car parking area. And we check all the long cars and choose the longest one. I see what Ambrielle is thinking. Is that possible? Immediately I know that it is. I know I have done this before. How could I forget? Is it possible to do it over such a long distance? I feel it form within me, just below my chest, but above my stomach. Well, sort of. I make sure that Dr. Ivan and Linda know to stay where they are. They are huddled in the back corner of the elevator. I project it out, and a swirling circle appears at the front of the elevator. I hear Ambrielle's voice in my mind telling both Dr. Ivan and Linda,
Stay away from it until it's ready. I will let you know when.
Wow. Did I really do that? I know I did. This is just like the swirling circle thing that Fenella and I stepped through, and then we step out to a different place. I remember that they are called portals. I hear Ambrielle again in my thoughts.
The destination portal could go in the back of the limo.
Realization suddenly hits me. I have definitely done this before. Many times. I remember. I can do this easily. It is one of my abilities. How could I forget? I immediately project the destination portal, already formed within me, to the back of the long car we chose. Ambrielle lets Dr. Ivan and Linda know.
Hold your children close to your bodies. Bob down very low, then step through. You will emerge in the back of a limo.
Linda immediately gets up from sitting on the floor, bobs down, and approaches the portal, but Dr. Ivan stops her. I can see in his mind that he spoke this out loud.
"How did you do that? How do we know it is safe?"
Please, you need to hurry, I urge them. It is just one of my abilities. I have done this many times before. Please step through. I would not like them to be able to get to you when they take control of the elevators. When this elevator moves, the portal will dissipate. Please step through. I hear Ambrielle in my thoughts.
You can stay in this elevator and let them find you, and you know what they will do to you and your family. Or you can trust us.
I can see that he thinks that we have helped him so far and recognizes that there is 2 of us now helping him, so he chooses to trust us. His main concern is that I am so young, although he thinks that I speak or think like someone much older, like a scientist. Well, that makes sense, since scientists are the main people with whom I interact. Dr. Ivan and Linda both hug their children close, crouch down and step through. I unlock the car doors, make the car motor start, and ask Dr. Ivan to drive. Oh, no, he doesn't drive. He has always had a driver. I ask Linda to drive. I can see that she has this skill. It looks like it was programmed into her, although until now she has never had the opportunity to use it. Linda gently puts her sleeping son on the seat next to her husband. Dr. Ivan sits with their sleeping daughter on the other side of him and attaches the seatbelt to hold her safely there. He puts on his own seatbelt and hugs his little son close to his chest. I let them know that the portal will dissolve as soon as the car moves. I am so relieved. I have known that I could do these things. I don't really know how I knew, but now I actually remember opening portals before, although the details of why and for whom escapes me for the moment. I hear what Ambrielle is thinking.
I remember you opening portals so that many small children, as small as you are, and some even smaller, could walk and crawl through to escape from the adults who were about to hurt them.
Why do adults hurt us? Ambrielle continues.
I remember you opening portals under the water so a group of young people could swim through and escape. The people wearing underwater gear were not pleased.
Why would they try to hurt them with those spear things they were carrying? It makes no sense to me. Ambrielle keeps thinking.
I remember you opening portals the moment that those tall people left a room. Do you remember? Everyone else, adults and children, all quickly went through.
Why did all those tall people look so odd? That room was so unusual. So many windows. I remember that it was only black outside, with small flickers of light. Yes, I remember. I see myself opening many other portals. I have done this many times, so many times, in so many different places, for so many people. Ambrielle, why don't I remember these things myself? Why did I only begin to remember long-forgotten memories when the deep voice man and I scanned each other's minds, and the 2 brief moments this new person and I connected? Why am I remembering now when I see your memories?
They have tried to erase so many of your precious memories.
Ambrielle says.
It is reprehensible. I do not know why you are remembering these things now. I am just glad that your memory is returning. These portals cannot always be used because they can track them now. If you make the destination portal in a safe place, that place will no longer be safe. They will be able to find it. The only safe places left to make them are in things that move, because the second they move, the portals will cease to exist. At the moment, they do not know that you can do this. They do not know how these portals suddenly appear, and they must never know. They think your abilities are only in your mind, nothing more, and we need to keep it that way.
So, I didn't do these swirling circles, portals, with my mind? Ambrielle's attention has already returned to the mangler. As Linda begins to drive the car, I notice that the portal is dissipating into, I was thinking thin air, but to be completely accurate, it is dissipating into nothingness. It just ceases to exist, as though it was never there. I am glad that the one in the elevator will dissipate when the elevator moves. Dr. Ivan and Linda are both wondering if they are dreaming. I suppose this would seem like a dream to them. The Mangler is still on the phone. He knows that a portal opening was tracked to the elevator and suspects that Dr. Ivan is likely to be the culprit who stepped through.
Mangler seems to get angry so easily over little things. When connected with Little Sweetheart, I can hear his thoughts overlapping and contradicting each other.
How dare anyone have portal technology without my permission? How are these portals forming in my facility? All portal technology is to be overseen by me, no one else. How could they hide this from me? I have control. Am I really in control of anything? I am the head of this facility. Where are they coming from? I oversee every other facility. Who has control of them? I have the power. I have the access. I make the rules. Are they all keeping secrets from me? I am in control of everything. Everyone. I do not have everyone's allegiance. I cannot be infiltrated. Am I being tested? They will all suffer. I hate myself.
The Mangler looks at me and says nothing, but he is now thinking.
Did you do that with your mind?
Don't answer,
warns Ambrielle in my thoughts. I show no indication of hearing his thoughts, which is just normal behaviour for me. I always show no indication of hearing thoughts, to appear the same as people. I begin to execute Ambrielle's idea and float the cup of coffee in front of him.
More coffee?
She asks. Ambrielle suggests in my thoughts.
Maybe make it look like it is getting hard to do. It might be better if he did not know how easily you can do this.
I sigh, slouch, and frown slightly. As he takes the cup from the air, he is thinking that he is not pleased that Dr. Ivan seems to have escaped from the facility. I can see it in his thoughts. Now he is wondering if Dr. Ivan is the one who has been hiding a portal invention from him. Surely not. He is only a low-level scientist. He is waiting for another phone call to find out where the portal led, but I know it is too late. The destination portal is gone. He is also wondering if making coffee with my mind was too much for me. Would it be advantageous if I do not show him how easy everything is for me? Maybe I should not do too much now, so that if he wants me to do something that I would not like to do, maybe I would not have to do it. I wonder if he would think it is too hard for me. Of course, if he asks, I would have to tell him.
No, you wouldn't,
Ambrielle says in my thoughts. Yes, I would, I remind her. I always tell the truth.
He does not need to know everything. Tell him the truth, but only tell him what is good for him to know,
Ambrielle explains.
For example, he does not need to know that you could stop every person's heart from beating in this facility. If he knew that, it would be devastating.
Oh, that is so awful. I would never do that. I cannot do that. I will not do that. I could never do that. The way I choose to think and speak, the way I choose to behave and what I choose to do. I will always help people. That is my choice.
I know,
says Ambrielle.
But the way he chooses to think and speak, and the way he chooses to behave, and what he chooses to do, he has always hurt people. That is his choice. He would choose to have you murder countless people without hesitation. He wants to control you. I know you won't let him, but it would be far easier if he thought that what your mind can do is limited. Maybe you could slide off your chair, lay on the floor and close your eyes. for no other reason than because that is what you want to do. It is up to him what he thinks about it, not you. It might give you uninterrupted time to help people. If he comes to the wrong conclusion, that you have fainted or fallen asleep, or your mind has suddenly shut down or become tired or something, that is up to him. What he thinks is not your responsibility.
I am not sure. It is true that people think all different things concerning the same scenario. If he asks, I will tell him the truth, of course. Oh, okay. That seems to be a good idea. I slowly slip off the chair onto the floor and close my eyes because I would like to have uninterrupted time to help people. The mangler says a lot of expletives quietly under his breath, picks me up by the arm and flings me at one of the 2 bodyguards who are standing near the door. Maybe he has forgotten that he wants me to bond with him. My stomach hits one of the bodyguard's legs and I fall onto his feet. He picks me up carefully. That is unusual. Why so gentle? Both men are now following the mangler. One of them is carrying me towards the same infirmary where I met Dr. Ivan a few minutes ago. I see that Alvar is his name. Oh, it means guardian. He is very proud of his name. Being carried like this is much better than being dragged by the arm or the hair. Alvar's hands are unusually soft. I see that the other bodyguard's name is Blas, meaning unwavering protector. I like names. Some names are very precious to people, especially when the meaning is special to them. I wonder what my name means. Maybe it means little sweetheart. That is what Ambrielle calls me. Ambrielle, what a beautiful name. Alvar and Blas. Their thoughts are so different, so simple. They both think that their jobs here are very important, and they seem to think that their names define them. They think that they have to uphold what each of their names mean. I think it is the opposite. Their names fit them perfectly with who each of them are. Their deeper memories are very different to the thoughts they are currently thinking. Their memories seem dishevelled, all over the place. It is hard to make sense of them, but their thoughts are very simple and easy to follow. I see the mangler turn and glance at me, and his loud thoughts are of wanting me to bond with the bodyguards.
Oh, so now he remembers the bonding program.
Ambrielle interjects. He is planning on using Alvar and Blas to manipulate me into doing what he wants. I am not going to bond with anyone, but even if I did, no amount of his threatening lies would make me do the shocking things that he is thinking. His thoughts are so loud. Doesn't he realize that I know what he is thinking? Maybe not. Maybe that is a good thing. He actually doesn't know why I did this. He has many different ideas as to why I slid to the floor. Some being exhausted, playing a game, intentional, tired of tests. He has decided to go with the idea that I fainted because he cannot imagine anyone doing this on purpose, knowing who he is and what he is capable of. What's that? Oh, I feel that new connection in my mind again. I quickly connect with him as I did last time. We put our ideas together, and as we scan together, we realize that our plans, They complement each other. They fit together perfectly, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. We anticipate that the outcome will be extremely favourable. Thank you so much for joining me for a cuppa. Until next time, bye for now.